Leads are always down somewhere.
Get down there.
This is an interesting phenomena that I've noticed in enterprise B2B software sales at a global perspective. Let's dive into it.
SaaS CMO Pro.
Hey guys, Bill Masitis here, former CMO CRO of Slack, CMO of Zendesk, and SVP of Marketing at Salesforce. My mission here at SaaS CMO Pro is to educate, nurture, and delight marketers, CEOs, VCs, on how to be a better marketer, how to learn about modern SaaS marketing. So today's topic I'm going to be talking about, it's kind of a fun one. I've noticed this phenomena where leads are almost always down somewhere. So what ends up happening is when you start, working for a B2B SaaS company and they really start to go global, they have a large footprint, right? You're going to be selling to multiple segments usually, right? Sometimes SMB if they started there and then moved up market to mid-market to enterprise. And then, they start to expand, right? Maybe they started in Europe and now they're in multiple geos. Maybe they started in the US and now they're, in APAC and Japan and Brazil and all these different, top 10 SaaS countries. And I noticed this phenomenon at Salesforce where we would be having a fantastic year, right? We're doing all this advanced marketing, we're doing a ton of content, we're doing advanced campaigns, our events are going great. But then we'd always have some angry, AE that would call up, or not really angry, but just be like, hey, leads are down in my area.
Just do something about it.
And I'd be like, wait, what? Like, we're doing amazing. Like, how is this even possible? And so what you'll find is that marketing tends to be organized by functional team, right? You tend to have people that do PMM and people that do events and people that do marketing ops. Well, sales is almost always organized by region. And you have lots of regions, right? As you start to do well and you start to build out a large sales team, you're going to have tons of regions. You're going to have, North America, but then within there you have America, and within that you have 32 local regions, maybe by city, maybe by zip, maybe by, it gets smaller and smaller and smaller. And so what ends up happening is you just have hundreds, sometimes thousands of these micro little regions. And eventually, I don't care what you're doing, even if you're blowing away your targets at an aggregate level, you will end up having some small, either little segment or geo or product line, right? That's another thing. As you add more products, a lot of times sales will sell specifically products. So now you have all these different layers of, a geo layer, a segment layer, a product layer. And, within all those permutations, there's almost always someone that's like, leads are down. What are you going to do? Oh my God, right? And, it's something obviously, we'd have empathy for, right? Like sales is a huge customer of ours. We have to think about how we can support it. But, don't beat yourself up too much if you are every quarter, there seems to be one tiny little area that is down, right? Because that will just happen. It's kind of like law of averages, law of numbers as you continue to scale and as you continue to grow. You might be doing great in 98%, but of course it's the 2% that are not doing well. And I get it, right? Like it's their particular area. What can you do to help them out? So anyways, I would love to hear from you guys. Have you experienced that as you've moved up into larger enterprise companies where they just have tons and tons of geos? If you have an SLG motion, sales-led growth, and you're in charge of creating pipeline, leads, funnel, whatever it is. I'd love to hear it. I read all the comments, and thanks again for joining SaaS CMO Pro.